Hello, world. We are here in front of you. My first ever interview, but one and only Sandy Plan. Hi, Sandy. Thank you very much for coming into giving me some time. Really appreciate that.
Oh, yeah, no problem at all. Thank you so much for having me on your first ever live interview.
We will never forget this, would we?
Definitely not.
Yeah. Can you tell me something? We can kick off with something. Tell me about yourself. Where was you born? Where you did your early education, primary school, something like that. Anything interesting? Which countries you have been?
Yes, definitely. So, my name is Sandy Plain. I live in England, just like Safar, but I'm originally from the United States, and my parents
Okay.
are from Central America. I was born in Texas. Uh,
Wow.
Yes, but I didn't spend a lot of time in Texas. My family moved to Washington, D.C., and that's what I call home. So when I was 26 years old, I got a little bit restless.
Restless. All right.
And
Okay. Tell me about it.
well, I lost my job. I really had this great job and I really loved it. And I was getting paid well for 26 years old, but I got let go. And I just I wanted to do something different. I didn't want to follow the path that everyone else had taken, just work and then go to happy hour.
Right.
And so after I spent a whole month thinking about what I wanted, and I wanted to travel. And
Right.
that's
Okay.
what I really, really wanted to do. So I sold my car, I subletted my apartment, I got rid of everything, and I moved to Italy.
Wow. So from Texas to Italy now, from America to Italy. Is that right?
Yes. Yes,
Hmm.
yes.
Okay.
Oh, and it doesn't end there. Then I went to Spain,
Hmm.
then back to Italy, then Turkey. Well, I was in Spain. I was getting my teaching English as a foreign language certificate.
Right.
And so
Okay.
then I went back to Italy to teach English. Then I went to Turkey to teach English at a high school. And, I love teaching so much that I decided to go to New York City to do my master's in teaching English as a
Oh, so
second
you came to Italy, but then you went back to Texas again, like in USA, did you?
language.
All right, okay,
Yeah.
very good.
And
And
then I
did
left.
you learn any Spanish as well?
Yes, yes. So my
Oh,
family
wow,
is from Central America. And so, yes, I'm fluent in Spanish. And I decided to study Italian in Venice. So,
very good, impressive.
yeah, I had a great time in Italy. I really miss living there. I really, really miss it.
Right, and so you can say, hola, ¿cómo estás? No, no mucho español, poco español.
Sí, no hablas muy bien.
Right. Let's carry on in English for our viewers. So, tell me the when you went back to America, did you do a special certification? I know you said masters, but did you
Mhm.
do any special certification to teach English, or just through masters you started teaching English?
Yeah, so I decided to do my master's because I knew that that's the career that I wanted to pursue. And
Right.
then I did a lot of my teaching in China. So I moved to China to teach at a university. And that was an incredible experience.
Oh, so I thought I was the one who has moved around the world, around the globe. You have been to many countries. So tell me, how many languages do you speak then? Do you speak Chinese as well?
Well, you know what? I studied Mandarin,
Wow.
but it is superbly difficult to learn.
Yeah, I heard Mandarin is the most difficult language on earth. I don't know whether that is true.
Yeah, I think it ranks top five. So I nothing stuck, but I enjoyed studying it for 3 months. I really
Oh,
did.
okay. Very good, very good.
Yeah,
And
so
so,
if I go back to China, I could probably understand a few words.
okay, okay. So tell me something. Let's move on. So now you are doing digital business, yes?
Mhm.
And you also doing teaching, or you are just doing, one or other?
Oh no, I do it all.
You are doing teaching as well. Are you a full-time teacher in a school somewhere or in a college, or you're teaching from home?
Well, I teach. I used to teach at the school, but with coronavirus, they
Okay.
need teachers online for those students that need to self isolate. But I follow the same curriculum, so
Right.
I teach English in the mornings, and then I teach Spanish in the afternoons.
Right. Okay. So that means if my children have to learn some Spanish, I can pass it on to you. So you know that you can teach them online. Can you?
Yes, absolutely.
Very good. Very good. So tell me more about the digital business you are doing. How do you came about becoming a digital business owner? What did you do? How that came about being a teacher and teaching in a school, and you have children as well, I believe. Yeah.
Mhm. Yes, yes. So, the reason why I wanted to travel so much, yes, of course, the experience in it, but I actually wanted to do international business.
Right.
And I have a degree in business, and but I fell in love with teaching. However, when I moved to England and I had children and I bought my house, and you know how that goes, you have cars, mortgage, children, their expenses. My whole perspective on life changed, and
Right.
I already knew that having a business was really important. That's
Okay.
never left my mind. I
Right.
knew that from the age of 10. My mom um, was a beauty consultant when I was in the 90s.
Right. Okay.
So I get that entrepreneur spirit from her. So I was always in the back of my mind that I wanted to have a business. So when my children came along and I wasn't teaching, I was looking for other ways to earn an income without leaving home.
Right.
So I did lots of research on selling on Amazon. Perhaps I thought, well, maybe a virtual assistant would be great. But then a virtual assistant, you get paid hourly. I wasn't looking for a job. I was looking for a business opportunity.
So you did some research on other areas as well, yeah?
Oh, absolutely. I kept my
Oh,
options open.
okay. So how you became a digital business owner then? I know that you said because you want to do something virtual, you didn't want to go to the office. So I believe that's why you didn't open a shop or something, but you decided to go online. So how this business came about?
So I was sitting on my sofa after my children had gone to
Okay.
sleep. I was like, oh, finally, I can relax. I can just go check my Instagram. So I was on my Instagram account and I was just scrolling, looking at pictures and what my friends were doing. And I saw a post about this business. I
Right.
read every single word, and it offered a free webinar. I watched the webinar that night. It
Right.
was a replay, and I was so intrigued with this business that I took the second step at the
Right.
end of the webinar.
Right. So what was the main important point that prompted you? Okay, yeah, this is for me from that
Well,
webinar
first,
I'm talking about.
yeah, yeah. Great question. Well, first of all, it's no inventory. I thought about selling on Amazon, and it's being an Amazon seller or any on eBay or whatever platform you use, it's constant inventory and going to trade shows and packaging. And I didn't want that.
Right.
Um, so they said no inventory, flexibility. I need a business that is absolutely 100% flexible, no questions asked. Um, and then I liked the fact that it was global.
Mm-hmm.
You can build a brand and presence around the world. And those three key points were, oh, and of course, the training and the mentorship. I was I really loved all everything that it was offering.
Right. So, how many hours do you spend currently? How long you been in this business? Sorry, I didn't ask you that question.
Oh, a year and 3 months.
Year and 3 months. And when you started, do you still have to give the similar time frame now, or you're spending less? Or you spending more now from compared to what you were doing more than a year ago?
Yeah, I'm definitely investing more time in my business. Um, so for the first 6 months for me, it was lots of learning. Yes, I do
Okay.
have a business degree, but things change
Mm.
constantly. So for the first 6 months, I spent lots of time reading.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I know that was important. I learned this a long time ago. Reading is so important. So I spent reading books like Rich Dad Poor Dad, Think and Grow Rich, The Magic, and the 10% Entrepreneur. So I've read about 6 books. And in fact, I went to the library with my children
Right. Okay.
and I got
So
another
you
book.
actually didn't purchase the book, but you went to the library to read the books, yeah?
Yeah, can you guys see that?
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
I know it's a children's book, but I just I need to educate myself so I can educate others as a teacher and a digital business owner.
So you know what they say is anything you want to do in life, right? You have to have a goal and goal. You have to have some kind of why you are doing it. What was if I asked you a question? What was your why coming into this business?
Oh, I had so many whys. Um,
Okay. What was the
I'll just
what was the most important why then?
yeah, I'll just give you one. Um, well, growing up from as an immigrant, it was difficult. My mom had to say no to a lot of things. So, um, I love adventures. I love traveling. I love life. So I didn't want to say no to my children and say that money was the reason why we couldn't do something.
Hmm.
To me, that's an unacceptable answer. Children don't understand the concept of money. So I wanted to make sure that I could say yes to my children,
Right.
just the little things. So when I was growing up, I couldn't get ice cream from the ice cream man. Okay. Yes,
Okay.
I know why my mom said no because of the profit margin and, it's a ripoff. But I don't have those memories, and I wanted to give my children memories that I couldn't have. And my little girl likes horseback riding. And to be able to pay for these things, it means a lot to me as a mother.
Right. And why this business and why you couldn't do something else? Can you summarize what exactly do you do? Like what is this business about? I'm sure our viewers would like to know that, and they like to know what exactly do you do and how do you earn your living or how do you is it a long term? Is it a short term? Someone wants to come into this business. What would be your advice?
You must think long term. Um, you need to start thinking about, okay, what other companies spent a long time building their business. And the reality is that building a business and for people to trust your brand, to trust the people behind the brand, it takes time. You have to earn that trust. So what we do, we're digital marketers, and we use different social media platforms
Hmm.
um,
Such as
to well, I love LinkedIn. So I believe I'm streaming on LinkedIn right now. It's one of my favorite platforms. I've been on LinkedIn
it's also
for
going on YouTube and also going on Facebook as well.
oh, fantastic. I need to use YouTube.
Right.
So yeah, so right now I'm streaming on Facebook and LinkedIn. So we use these platforms so people can get to know us a little bit better. Um, and we share our stories. We create content to
Mhm.
help our the people that are following us or interested in us. to know more about the business. And we also go live like we are doing.
Exactly. Right, that's wonderful. I'm coming to my final question. Actually, this is again to similar to my last question. The What will be your best advice for the people, especially in your own community, teachers, or even people from Spain or America or UK, if they want to become a digital business owner, what exactly they need to do? What actions they need to take?
Um, well, first, okay, so there's two things the first thing I recommend before you think about becoming running an internet-based business and becoming a digital business owner, you got to start reading.
Yeah.
You need to start thinking like a business owner, like an entrepreneur. And this is why I love, I love books like this. And there's some great quotes in here. So this book talks about free trade, the global marketplace. How does money work? For example, invest, spend, or save. So these kind of books are amazing. Then after you understand what it takes to run a business, um, then you watch the webinar. The webinar, like I watched it, you watched it. That's how we all get started.
Yeah.
It's absolutely complimentary, no obligation, because we have so many people who watch the webinar, and it's for some people and it's not for some people, and that's absolutely okay. So for the people who are interested, they move on to the second step and then the third step. And
And do you have to pay something to get to the second step, or
oh, yes, yes. So to after you watch the webinar and
Mhm.
you want to get more information and speak to one of us and have access to the training, it's
Mm.
$149.
Which is
Um,
nothing, yeah, which is very minimal, $149, about £100 or something, roughly.
yeah, I don't know the conversion rate, but that sounds about
Yeah,
right, about
yeah, yeah,
£100.
yeah,
And there's a 30-day money back guarantee.
yeah.
And that's why it's so important for us to come on live, because we are saying that that's what we promise, and we will deliver on that.
All right, no, thank you very much, Sandy. I don't want to take your long time. I know you have been busy all day in teaching and with kids as well. But I would say, as a final note, any business you do, you know, first of all, you go onto webinar. You can sign up on my page, which is www.zaffardigital.com. Sarah, you can put it up as well for your viewers. Your website, you can link into it. Then, if you want to do the training, remember, the amount of training you get just with the $149, you know you will pay so much anywhere else. It's so much training. Whether you want to come into this business or you want to do anything else, you want to open another shop, you have a shop already, you want to learn digital marketing, it's a wonderful thing. And also you have access to over 100,000 people. That's the beauty, isn't it, Sandy? You get
Yes.
connected with so many people, like-minded people from around the world. So, but thank you very much for our viewers as well. If you have anything as a final note, Sandy, you want to say it, more than welcome.
Oh, yes. Well, thank you so much for watching. And thank you, Safar, for having me on. We really hope that this live interview um, gets you started thinking about having a digital business.
Yeah, and hopefully we will have another interview and follow up, on your progress as well. So thank
Yeah.
you very much. Really appreciate that. And you take care. And to all the viewers, thank you very much.
Good night.
Good night. Bye bye.